Good morning everyone. Today we shall discuss about problem. Okay, root locus problem. First one, g of s into h of s. This is the given transfer function, that is k divided by s into s plus 3 s plus 5. Okay, they have given damping ratio and they have asked to find out dominant poles, natural frequency, damped natural frequency, gain. Okay, and gain. Step 1, find out the poles. Poles will be in the numerator, okay, and zeros will be in the numerator, poles will be in the denominator, okay. N is equal to p minus z 3, okay. Next, starting point is equal to s is equal to 0, minus 3, minus 5. Next, terminating point is infinity, infinity, infinity. P is greater than z, okay. So, you will get terminating point infinity. Next, first you draw the imaginary axis and the real axis, okay. First you mark the here pole, okay. First pole is 0 and second pole is minus 3 and third pole is minus 5, okay. First you mark the poles on axis, real axis, okay. Next, how we can find out the root locus existence, okay. You hold up to minus 5, okay. If you hold up to minus 5, then how many poles you can see here? What is the condition for root locus? The condition is number of poles and plus number of zeros should be in odd number, okay. You can see here only minus 3 and 0, that is 2 number. 2 is even number, so root locus not exist from minus 5 to minus 3, okay. Now you hold up to minus 3, okay. If you hold up to minus 3, only one pole exists, that is 0, okay. 1 is odd number, so from minus 3 to 0 root locus exists, okay. If you hold up to infinity, then 3 poles exist, so from infinity to minus 5 root locus exists. You can write here RL, that is root locus, no root locus NRL, and again RL, okay. That is what I have written in step 2, okay. Next, step 3. In step 3, angle of asymptotes. There is a equation for angle of asymptotes. Theta is equal to 2 into q plus 1 into 180 p divided by p minus z. P minus z value is 3. Substitute the for theta 1 you substitute q as 0. For theta 2 you substitute q is equal to 1. For theta 3 you substitute q is equal to 2, okay. So that you will get theta 1 is equal to 60, theta 2 is equal to 180, theta 3 is equal to 300, okay. Next, find out the centroid, okay. Find out centroid. Centroid is equal to open loop poles minus open loop zeros, okay. 0 minus 3 minus 5 minus 0 divided by 3, you will get minus 2.667. Centroid point, you can see here in diagram, in graph, centroid point they have marked, okay. That is 2.66 minus 2.667, okay. Mark the centroid point. After marking centroid point, you should mark the angle of asymptotes, okay. Keep at the centroid point, okay. Keep at the centroid point and mark the angles, okay. You can see here 60 degree. Theta 1 is 60 degree and theta 2 is 180 degree and theta 3 is 300 degree, okay. From here to here line 270 and from here to here 30 angle, okay. So you will get 300 here, okay. You should mark the angle of asymptotes at centroid point, okay. Next, find out the breakaway point, okay. Step 5 is to find out the breakaway point. 1 plus g of s into h of s. We know the given equation is g of s into h of s. Okay, substitute and get the equation, that is s to the power of 3 plus 8s to the power of 2 plus 15s plus k is equal to 0. K is equal to minus s to the power of 3 minus 8s to the power of 2 minus 15s. Okay, what is the condition to find out the breakaway point? Dk divided by ds is equal to 0. To find out dk divided by ds, differentiate the equation 1. Okay, after differentiating you will get minus 3s square minus 16s minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, next 3s square plus 16s plus 15 is equal to 0. Yes, you will get, you solve in the calculator, you will get s is equal to minus 1.2137 and minus 4.119. Okay, how we can say it is a valid, okay, valid breakaway point? Yes, first s is equal to minus 1.2187, you substitute in the first equation, so you will get the k value is 10.287 positive value. If you get the k value positive value, then it is valid. Okay, if you get the negative value, then it is invalid. Okay, so first mark the breakaway point, that is what you got, s is equal to minus 1.2187, sorry 1.2137, sorry. Okay, mark the breakaway point. I have marked here breakaway point. You can see s is equal to minus 1.2137. Okay, next step 6. Okay, step 6 is intersection with imaginary axis. Okay, 1 plus g of s h of s is equal to, what you got the equation, you find out the root array, already you know how to find out. Next, for k margin, okay, you can see here 1, 15, that is a0 and a2 value. Next, s to the power of 2, again that is a1 and a3 value. Okay, a1 value is 8 and a3 value is k. Okay, and for s to the power of 1, 8 into 15 minus k divided by 8. Okay, for s to the power of 0, a3 value, that is k. Next, to find out for k marginal, 180 minus k is equal to 0. K marginal is equal to 120. A of s, that is they have taken the s to the power of 2 equation. Okay, that is 8s square plus k is equal to 0. S to the power of 2, you will get the minus 120 divided by 8. If you solve that one, you will get plus or minus j 3.873. Okay, next step 7. You can mark the 3.87 plus or minus 3.873. You can see here the plus j 3.87 and here minus j 3.87. From breakaway point you join this. Okay, from breakaway point to plus j 3.87 and here also mark from breakaway point to minus j 3.87. It will go up to infinity. This is also same, up to it will go infinity. Okay, next step 7. No complex poles or zeros, hence not required. Okay, you can see in the given equation no complex roots are okay, or poles are zeros. Okay, next step 8. Okay, damping ratio they have given 0.6, theta is equal to cos inverse zeta is equal to 53.13 you will get. Okay, next P is equal to, what you got, theta value 53.13. Okay, keep at origin. Okay, by keeping at origin this one, okay, mark the theta point. Okay, you can see here, mark the theta point. Mark the theta point. You can see this one 53.13. Okay, after marking the theta point, okay, you can see here this point, this breakaway line and this theta line, okay, joined here, so they have marked as P. Okay, next that that coordinates have -1 plus j 1.25. Okay. So next, the characteristic equation for damping ratio is equal to 0.6 s plus 1 plus j 1.25 s plus 1 minus j 1.25. They have considered closed loop dominant poles for damping ratio is s is equal to -1 plus or minus, they have considered. Okay, plus or minus j 1.25. Okay. Next, s plus s square plus 2s plus 2.5625 is equal to 0. Comparing with the standard equation, omega n is equal to 1.6 you will get. Next, to find out the k. How to find out k? Magnitude condition is g of s, h of s, magnitude p is equal to 1. Okay. G of s, h of s value is k divided by s into s plus 3, s plus 5. Okay. Instead of s, you substitute the -1 plus j 1.25 value. Okay. If you substitute that value, you will get k is equal to 15.8142. Thank you.